somebody sent me this wonderful letter from a mother to her children, and I thought, being Mother's Day, it would be appropriate to share it with you. Dear children, Mother's Day is coming up, and I thought I should tell you what I want. This way, there's no guilty panic or last-minute purchasing of flowers at the closest gas station. So this is what I want, this year and every year after. It's pretty simple, really. I want you to be a decent human being. I want you to be who you are, but don't be a jerk. I want you to work hard at everything you do, because life is too short not to give it everything you've got. I want you to ask for help when you need it. I want you to help others when they need it. I want you to learn how to cook, to do your own laundry, pay your bills, and know how to clean a bathroom. When you screw up, and you will more than once, I want you to own it, because it's the screw-ups that make the victories sweeter. I want you to travel, because the world is huge and you are one part of it. I want you to know that even when we don't like each other, I will never stop loving you. I want you to play nicely with others. I want you to feed your curiosity. I want you to find a way to do what you love and realize that that might look different than you originally thought. I want you to respect every human being's right to be who they are. I want you to sometimes be more interested in someone else than in yourself. I want you to know that you are flawed and you are extraordinary. There is no one else like you. I want you to know that I would lay down my life for you in Lily Potter fashion any day of the week. I want you to realize how lucky you are when every once in a while, even if only an instant, I want you to know love even if it means getting hurt. I want you to relax and not feel guilty about it. I want you to know life can be brutally hard sometimes. I want you to know that you can choose happiness even when the dark side offers you cookies. And I wouldn't mind breakfast in bed. See, simple. Love, Mom. If I was going to name that something, I would call it High Hopes. High Hopes. If you read the book The Help, or saw the movie The Help, when the maid Aileen was fired from her service as a maid, a housekeeper, and a nanny, she took the last child she was raising, May Mobley, and looked her right in the face, and she said, you is smart, you is kind, you is important. She wanted her to know that and had high hopes that she would grow up to be a fine, young, responsible lady. I remember back in 1973 on the platform of the Amtrak train station in Bridgeport, Connecticut, getting ready to get on the train for Baltimore for my first year of seminary. There, surrounded by my family and my friends, a lot of hugging, some crying, and my mother grabbed me and whispered in my ear, "If God is truly calling you to be a Franciscan priest, I want you to try to be the best Franciscan priest you can be." High hopes. We celebrate our seniors, who will walk across the stage under the oaks on May 25th. We have high hopes for you as you leave, knowing full well that you have been educated, you have been prepared, you have been loved and cared for, your faith has been nourished if you so chose to have it so, and we send you out with high hopes. The apostles of Jesus accepted his invitation to follow him. For 3 years, they followed him. They listened to him talk about this marvelous kingdom somewhere they knew not where. They watched him heal people. They watched him raise people from the dead. Little by little, their faith in Jesus grew. Then he died. But he rose, and his presence was with them in a very special way. It was after he rose that he made his disciples very special people. My brothers and sisters, high hopes. They put their faith in Jesus, and now Jesus turns it all around. As he ascended into heaven, he had high hopes for them, and he put his faith in them, and them is us. He gave them the same power he gives us. Not the power to have a ton of money or millions of things around us. Not to have the power of prestige to be able to tell people what to do. He gave us gospel power. In other words, when someone hits us on this cheek, the power we have is to turn and give them the other cheek. We have the power to shake the dust off our feet when someone doesn't accept us for who we are. We have the power to forgive 70 times 7 times. That is some awesome power. We have been asked to be witnesses of Jesus Christ. I could almost hear the conversation between Jesus and his Father when he ascended. His Father may have asked him, "So, you're here. Who did you leave down there to carry on your mission?" And Jesus said, "Oh, I left my friends in charge." And the Father may have said, "You mean Peter, who denied you? Judas, who sold you? And those yelly-bellied scaredy cats who all ran after you were crucified? You mean them?" And Jesus said, "Yeah, I left them. I have high hopes for them." And maybe the Father said, "You sure you don't have an alternative plan?" My brothers and sisters, there is no plan B. We are witnesses of Christ's resurrection. We have the power to be the presence of Jesus Christ now